Hi guys, I had a question come in and someone was asking me, what should I do to screen for tenants? Should I use Airbnb to rent my place, or should I have someone sign a month to month or a year-long lease? And my simplest answer for that, because right now I don't want to do a 2-hour video, is I would recommend calling 10 property management companies that are the highest rated in your area and ask them what they do. They will tell you things like, we screen for income, assets, credit score. We will get the three references from previous landlords, and the list will go on. And I would also recommend networking with local landlords and asking them what they do, and also reading forums online from other landlords or people who run rentals. Now, I could give you the long answer, but I don't have a definite for sure answer. And it's going to make a difference between what neighborhood or area you're renting to. Because you might, if you're renting to A class neighborhoods, B class neighborhoods, let's say A, B class neighborhoods as a category, versus C/D class neighborhoods as another category, you will be dealing with completely different clientele, and you will have to cater the way you do things based on the kind of people that you work with. Um, you'll have to have an idea of the culture of these people, and that's the reason why a lot of people recommend renting to in neighborhoods and areas to the kind of people that you know and are familiar with. Now, I went to a long stretch and I rent to C and D class neighborhoods, in rough neighborhoods, and I live in these neighborhoods. I live in the house, I get to know my neighbors, and I get to know the kind of people that live in these neighborhoods and the kind of people that might rent. And I interview all these people who may potentially rent here. And I've gone through a lot of heartache and crazy experiences. For most people who aren't doing this full time, it won't be worth the headache. So keep that all in mind. But another thing to consider is if you can get um, a professional realtor that does rentals really well. Interview them, and if you're happy with what they do and their references, have them put a renter in your property, or help them, let them facilitate the process of getting a renter in your property, because they're going to charge you 1 month of rent if you do a 1-year lease. So let's say it's $1,000 a month, for that being $12,000 for the first year. It's going to cost you $1,000. But what if you rent to somebody for 6 months and then they stop paying rent for 6 months, and you got to deal with eviction, which is going to cost you maybe another $2,000 or $3,000? Court processes, to downtime because you got to fix the place, and you're going to have a vacancy time where you're not renting and you're trying to find a new person, and you got to pay people to fix the place up for new people to rent. So I would say, yeah, it's definitely worth the $1,000 or the 1 month of rent. And if you can get that person to stay for 2 to 5 years, or maybe even 10 years. Now, someone gave me a statistic that in a house, the average time someone will stay is 5 to 7 years. And let's say in a condo or apartment complex, the average time is 2 years. So if you got a house and you can nail that 5 to 7 year time frame, and it costs you 1 month, I would say definitely worth it. Well, that's all I have to say for now. And until next time, you guys have a great day.